That was Lincoln Park, Nashville's rock station, 102.9 The Buzz. Troy Hanson in studio here live at Nashville's rock station. And pleased to be joined in the studio by the boys in New Politics. I've got Soren, Lewis, and David, all three of you joining us here today. Welcome to Nashville, gents.
Thank you so
much.
much.
Thanks for having us.
I was delighted to see, I don't know if this is delighted or not. You guys are originally from Copenhagen, Denmark, but you've actually decided to make America home now, huh?
Yeah. Well, the two of us are. Soren and I, David. Lewis is from Long Island, actually.
You're actually from Long Island. I noticed that you didn't have the
accent.
Yeah.
You know, the whole vibe. Yeah. I met them in Brooklyn when they came over to the States.
Okay. Like within a matter of weeks or what?
Actually, our first drummer was from Denmark, and he went back. And then we were very lucky to meet Lewis very, very shortly after. So
right in that process. So
is it required to dig, Lars? If you're from Denmark,
yeah, that's the only thing that's mandatory in our band.
Exactly. that and aqua.
Of course.
And if you like Ace of Base and ABBA, you get a pass as well. So.
ABBA, in a lot of ways, they kind of did it right in that they did this. They were part of a peace period, if you will, of music, and then kind of went, "We're good."
Yeah, that's so true.
Totally.
So true.
Walked away, and you almost kind of like, regardless of industry, you almost kind of go, I want to be able to do that.
Yeah,
totally.
Well, actually,
and it was in the right time.
Oh, totally.
Just like
funny enough, I actually at some point, I don't know if I should be embarrassed or if I should be proud, but I was actually working with Soren and Klaus from Aqua and doing demo vocals for them when I was in Denmark.
That is to be proud.
Oh yeah, I know. They were actually really nice guys.
Yeah, the music scene's very small there. The whole.
Yeah.
Okay, well, take me through the difference. And have you been over there to Denmark with the guys?
Yes.
Okay, so take me through what the difference is between being a European and being an American.
Well, Lewis says that he's so much cooler, and I say that I'm cooler.
Are either of you right?
No, not at all.
No, that's the problem.
The thing is that what America, I like the vibe over here is that, you know, if you have a dream, the American dream, if you have a dream, you go for it, and it's a little different over there because it's, you know, it's a very settled, welfare, social country, and it's a beautiful country, and I think when you leave your home base, you'll appreciate your, you know, when after a while you can actually really appreciate I appreciate Denmark now way more than when I lived there.
Really?
Yeah,
absolutely.
But I think America is my home, and I don't think I'll ever leave America.
Is that right?
Unless I'm being thrown out.
But you said something interesting there, Soren. So people outside of America do believe that there is this thing called the American dream.
Oh yeah, and we felt it right away when we came over here.
Compared to Denmark, like especially Denmark, you know, it's a social state, the taxes. I mean, if you're making, the more money you make, the more taxes you pay, and it gets extreme. It can be up to like 70%. So yeah, you know, I mean,
what's
then
the payoff?
There's a lot of benefits. You know, education is free.
Healthcare,
dental. Yeah, there's healthcare, dental until you're 18 at least. And you know, if there is something, you can always they always provide. So like the difference for me is that, you know, like us growing up in Denmark, or at least for me, it's like you look up to everything you don't have. You know, it's like what you don't have, you want type of thing. And I can also see that with when I meet Americans, they're very like, oh my God, Europe, I want to go there, I want to live there, Europe.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's very similar, and I think that's just a common thing with people.
That's interesting you brought that up, David, about obviously socialism, because it's something that's being talked about a lot in our country.
Yes, it's really
right
being
now.
pushed here. I see that.
And a lot of people kind of feeling that we are turning in that manner. Ironically, you guys are New Politics is the name of your band, and by the way, that's who we're speaking with today. I went over to Amsterdam probably about, 5 or 6 years ago before, from what I understand, they kind of clamped down. Here's my take as an American going over there. That was true freedom.
Yeah.
That represented freedom to me. I mean, maybe a small sliver of freedom, but it was...
No, absolutely.
But it was definitely different. Yeah. How different is Denmark from Holland?
Exactly the same.
I think
we're known
for being like the brother country.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's funny you say that, because I think like being here now 3 years, and you know, when I look at those things, it doesn't matter what side you're doing, or you know what you are. If it's more you know, I don't even know why we're talking about politics, but regardless, you know, like if it's socialism or this or what, you know, whatever it is, I don't think it makes that much of a difference because everything has its qualities. But, you know, I think it's more about finding balance and sorry about that. Yeah, you know, it's like finding balance and understanding it to learn to use it to the best that you can. You know, that's what I'm really seeing.
Well put. Well, taking your cue, let's shift away a little bit from politics and Lewis, you've been in the band now for how long?
Like 2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Yes.
And how long has the band been together as a whole?
About 3.5 years.
Yeah.
So I mean, not so much relative newcomer. You guys made the switch rather quickly. Like, this drummer is not going to work.
It was the whole thing was so fast. When we signed and moved over here, it was like in a period of 6 months, and that drummer was never. It was a mutual friend of ours, mainly of CERN actually. But you know, of course, we all became friends. I mean, we were a band for a period, so. But he had his own thing going. He had his own band. You know, he had his own life, and he did this sort of, I would say, like a favor almost. Yeah, but it happened so quick that he kind of tagged along, and he was in America all of a sudden. He was like, guys, I have never even really, you know, given this a thought.
Was it getting signed to an American label that made you move over here?
I think since David and I, we met each other and we started writing songs together. And at that time, we had no idea that we were going to make a band. David kind of convinced me, but
if we're really going to make it, we have to.
No, I think it was our dream. We because both of us have that thing where you know, our passion for what we do. It doesn't matter what we do. We have so much fire and passion that it was inevitable that we just wanted to take it as big as we could. And everything that we grew up listening to, like David said, it's American music, it's even American food, American TV, everything. Yeah. So for us, it was, you know, it's such an honor to be able to do this, and it was just such a natural move for us to just say, goodbye Denmark, let's go make this big.
This is like a huge chance. This is like almost, if you had to put it in figurative terms or whatever, it would be like...
A very big word, by the way.
There you go. Well, the blah, blah, blah. But, you know, it's like winning the lotto or the chant, you know, it's like at least of a dream that we have, you know?
Yeah.
And like CERN said, we're so inspired by the American and UK culture, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, growing up...
Was it Yeah that got you guys signed? That song in particular?
Yeah.
Yeah. That sort of was the whole drive and movement of our first album. Was based sort of off of that song.
That was my first introduction to you guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Billy B.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Crazy bastard. He has great hair, though.
Yes, he does. and he's almost the funniest person on the planet.
Oh, I know.
He
really
is.
great. He's such a good guy.
Such a character.
Why? I noticed you guys brought some instruments with you.
We did.
Why don't we let you guys do... because you guys are amazing conversationalists, by the way. I'm going to say do what you do best, but I enjoy a band that actually has something to say, can actually have a conversation and an interesting dialogue and a back and forth. But let's. What are you guys going to play for us here?
I think we're going to play "Give Me Hope."
Let's do that. Sounds like a good idea.